Hey, what's up? This is Jeremy Camp, and you're watching Kingdom Builder TV, the official video channel of Christian Music Review.
Hey everyone, I'm Jay Heilman, and I'm here live on the Winter Jam 2015 tour, and I have Jeremy Camp here with me. Jeremy, thanks so much for joining us today.
It's good to see you again,
Appreciate
man.
it. You're as ripped as ever, and it makes me look really bad. See, this is...
No, I mean, that's not bad.
This right here is... See, I want that though. You get that. So.
Just come on the road and we'll train you for a while. It's no big deal.
Yeah, Michael Wittig from Pillar's been trying to get me to...
Really?
Because he's jacked too.
Oh, he's been working out, yeah.
Yeah, we're trying. He's been trying to get me to sign up. So
That's amazing.
Well, Jeremy, the interview has actually been a decade in the orchestration. We've done CMR for 11 years now, and this is actually the first time we've interviewed you, so I'm like super excited. And
that's crazy.
First off, happy birthday! You turn 37 on Monday?
You mean 27?
27?
Yeah, on Monday. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'll be 37. Not crazy.
I turned 34. I turned 35 this year, so.
So I'm older than you.
Yeah.
I'm your elder. You need to respect me.
Yes. Mr. Camp, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Jay.
Now, you've been in Christian music for 15 years now, and you released your national debut, Stay, just a little over 12 years ago.
Yep.
And you've consistently been considered one of the most talented male vocalists in Christian music. And, you know, you've won Male Vocalist of the Year twice. You've been nominated for that award an impressive 6 times. And you've also won numerous ASCAP awards. When you first started out in music, did you think the Lord would have you where He has you today?
I remember when I first started, I got out of Bible college, and I remember going, God, I'm willing to go and do whatever you want me to do. And He started opening doors for music. So for me, I didn't even have any crazy ambition. You know, my ambition was, Lord, how can I serve you to the fullest? And so when things started opening up the way they did, it's blown me away. And I think that's why I'm so grateful and so kind of blown away by what God has done, is because I haven't expected it. I haven't gone, this is what I'm going to go for, and this is what, you know, it takes to be successful. I've just gone, God, whatever you have, I'm going to be faithful in what you've given me. And so I think to look at what all the Lord has done, it's humbling, you know. But no, I never would have thought I'd be here today. And so it's even tonight, you know, 22,000 people. It's incredible. So I don't take it lightly.
Does it make you nervous playing in front of large crowds like that?
Only when we do like new songs or new sets, because you're trying to get the set right. But the crowd numbers for me, 100,000 and 500, it doesn't matter. I think I get more nervous in front of like 20 people. If I'm doing like a little set in front of 20 people, I think I get a little more nervous because you can see every one of their faces. So. Well,
your debut record, Stay, actually had a song on it, because I got saved in 2003. I was 22, and I remember when the song "Understand" came on radio, and that was a really powerful song for me, because he kind of reminded you that no matter what you're going through, that the Lord does understand it all, and that He's there to, you know, to help you walk this path. And a lot of your early music like that. That's still my favorite Jeremy Camp record. But I love the records that come after that. I mean,
it's all different seasons.
Yeah, and you actually, we're excited because you actually have a brand new record coming out February 3rd. It's called I Will Follow.
Yes.
And now this is your 9th studio project. And
it's crazy.
With past projects, your albums have projected kind of a specific theme with each, and I Will Follow probably has one too. Can you tell us a little bit about the record and the process of writing going into it?
Yeah, you know, this was, you know, I got done with my record deal, my last record, Reckless, and so I got to the point where I was going, all right, Lord, you know, what do you want me to do now? You know, I never want to be just ambitious on what I want in my career. So I said, God, once again, it's like almost like reliving when I first started music. I was going, what's the next step? Is it to continue to do music? Is it to be a missionary somewhere? Is it to be a pastor somewhere? I really had that feeling. And when God kind of just gave me that go ahead to go for it again, He started downloading all these different songs. I mean, I Will Follow, He Knows, you know, Christ in Me, Same Power, all these things from all the things that God had been teaching me, and this creatively, even just things were coming out that I've never had before. And so I got to the point where I just said, God, I'm just, wherever you want me to go, I'm going to follow you. I mean, it says Caleb in the Bible, says, Caleb, friend Caleb's here. It says Caleb in the Bible, follow the Lord wholeheartedly. And so for me, this whole theme was just saying, God, I'm going to follow you wholeheartedly. and when the rest of the Israelites were going crazy and doing their own thing, he was steadfast. So for me, no matter what's happening around me, I'm going to follow him wholeheartedly. And so this album, just in every song, displays that joy, displays that full-on dedication to surrender.
Yeah, and I love the record. And by the way, it comes in 2 formats. It's going to come in the standard edition and a deluxe edition that has some extra tracks on it. And speaking of the album, one of my favorite tracks is Christ in Me. You said that would later become a single, but Christ in Me comes across to me as about a story about who we should really strive to be.
Right.
We should all strive to be servants in Christ.
Right.
Rather than just say that we follow Christ, we're going to actually do it with everything we do. So tell us a little bit about that song and kind of where you got it from.
Yeah, I think a lot of our generation is do whatever makes you happy, or try to find the things that fulfill you, and that's so contrary to what Christ really taught. He said to deny yourself and pick up your cross daily. And so for me, this whole song was just kind of, it starts off saying, in this obsession with the things this world says make us happy. We can't see the slaves we are, and all the searching, all the grasping. And it's the whole point of saying we're actually slaves in bondage to the things that the world's saying, hey, this will fill you up, this will make you happy and joyful, and it'll fill up that void in your heart. And just saying, listen, I need that to be completely gone. I want to be completely Christ in me and everything, which doesn't mean deny yourself. And being empty completely of yourself. And so this song was just to cry my heart to this generation, just saying, listen, quit being you, yourself, and I in yourself, but Christ in me. And I know it sounds such a concept of just basic necessity, but our generation is not being taught that. It's being taught the complete contrary. So that's what we need to be, is completely live Christ out in everything we do.
And our generation is so much different than it was back when you and I
first started.
When you and I were growing up, back in the 80s, 90s. I mean, we live in a different culture that we live now. I mean, things that weren't accepted 25 years ago are now, we're supposed to be tolerant of everything, but we seem to lose the focus that we're not here to please each other. We're here to please God, and we're supposed to follow Christ with everything we do. So
that's right.
Well, when you're writing a record, how do you approach writing music? Do you write lyrics first? Do you write music first? Take us through a breakdown of how you start and finish a song when you're doing a record.
Generally, I'll be sitting down and feel something, that God's doing something in my heart, or just kind of be in this moment of rejoicing, whatever it may be. I read something and it kind of impacted me. So I'll pick up the guitar and start singing just something, not even just a melody will pop in my head and I'll start playing, and then from that, whatever was happening in my heart will come out in lyrics. And so it's kind of the music and the melody first, and then lyrics kind of pop out through that.
That's actually really cool. Well, let's talk about your wife, 80, for a minute.
Nice.
She often sings backup for you, and she actually once had her own group, the Benjamin Group, for 5 years before going solo. Now, her last record was Just You and Me in 2010. Does she have plans to release another record, or is she going to be focusing on
motherhood?
on being a mom and making Jeremy look on
No, I think we're so content with where we're at, and she's content with, we have 3 kids now, and she homeschools, so it's a pretty full-time thing. If she's at the point where if Lord ever calls her to do that again, she's totally willing, but right now there's no plans. So.
Well, the funny thing is that your oldest daughter was born September 25th, 2004.
Yeah.
That's actually the day that we launched Christian Music Review. We launched on the same exact day. And I found that out 2 years later. I'm like, when I was sitting there on the computer tinkering and finally got the website launched, you guys were having your first child.
That's crazy.
I thought that was cool.
Random,
Yeah, very random, but we've been online, we've been online for almost 11 years now.
Wow,
so
it's
been
awesome.
a long time.
Very cool.
Well, Jeremy, thanks so much for joining us today, and good luck on the new record. And
thank you.
Find out more about Jeremy Camp, go to jeremycamp.com. Make sure to follow him on Facebook and Twitter if you haven't already. I'm Jay Heilman, reminding you to put Christ first in your lives, and everything else will fall into place. God bless you.